Hello, in this lecture we are going to discuss about web, internet, www, URL and HTTP. So let's begin with the web history. Tim Berners-Lee is the British scientist. After graduating from Oxford University, Tim Berners-Lee became a software engineer at CERN, CERN, European Centre for Nuclear Research. Initially, at that time, different information was stored on different computers and it was very difficult to share information among different computers. So he initiated the WWW project after the invention of internet to create a system to handle distributed resources for scientific research. So what is WWW? Or we can say World Wide Web. It is simply also called web. Web is a collection of interlinked documents spread out over millions of machines all over the internet. It has a unique combination of features like flexibility, portability, user friendliness, etc. It works on client-server approach in which a document request is initiated by the client and it is transferred to the server over the internet, and then server will respond with the required document and it is finally transferred to the client. This model is called client-server approach. Now the next term is internet. Internet can be defined as a global system of interconnected computer networks that uses TCP/IP protocol to communicate between networks and devices. It was developed in 60s and 70s by the US Department of Defense. Initially, it was called as ARPANET. Its full form is Advanced Research Project Agency Network. And later in 90s, it became known as Internet. Do not get confused the term Internet with World Wide Web, as Internet provides services to the World Wide Web, or we can say web uses Internet to pass over the informations. We have already said World Wide Web contains interlinked documents. One web page may contain pointers to another web page. Now it is time to see a little bit more detail how these pointers are implemented. Web pages requires mechanism for naming and locating the web pages. If every web pages were assigned a unique name, there would not be any ambiguity in identifying the web pages, right? And this problem was solved by assigning a URL to each web pages that effectively serve as the page's worldwide name. It defines four components: method, host, computer, port, and path. Where method is the protocol used to retrieve the document, for example, HTTP, and host is the computer where information is located, and port number of the computer is optional. By default, it is 80, and the path indicates the path name of the file where information is located. For example, this is the URL in which HTTPS indicates the method www.gla.ac.in is the host name, and the remaining string is called the path. Now, what is HTTP? Hypertext Transfer Protocol is the protocol used to transfer web pages through the internet. It is a stateless protocol, which means that the connection between browser and server is lost once the transaction ends. Here, a protocol is a standard set of rules that allows electronic devices to communicate with each other. Okay, this is the end of this lecture, and we'll continue more in our next lecture. Thank you.